Furious dinghy migrant granted asylum in UK takes 8-week holiday to Afghanistan***. In early 2024, British media and political figures expressed outrage after reports emerged that a man who had crossed the English Channel in a small dinghy and was subsequently granted asylum in the United Kingdom had returned to his home country, Afghanistan, for an 8-week holiday. The incident reignited fierce debate over the integrity of the UK's asylum system and the criteria used to determine genuine refugee status. According to Home Office records and local council sources, the individual, identified only as Ahmad for privacy reasons, arrived in the UK in 2021 aboard one of the flimsy inflatable boats commonly used by migrants attempting the perilous journey from northern France. He claimed to fear persecution in Afghanistan due to his ethnicity and political views, and after a lengthy review process, his asylum application was approved in 2022. He was granted indefinite leave to remain, access to public funds, housing support, and integration services. However, in late 2023, Ahmad reportedly traveled back to Afghanistan for what he described as a family visit. Social media posts allegedly showed him attending gatherings and sightseeing in Kabul and his home province, raising questions about the veracity of his original asylum claim. Critics argue that if someone can safely return to their country of origin, even temporarily, it undermines their assertion of a well-founded fear of persecution, a cornerstone of international refugee law under the 1951 Refugee Convention. The case quickly became a flashpoint in Britain's ongoing immigration debate. Home Secretary James cleverly condemned the incident as deeply concerning and called for a review of asylum protocols. If someone is claiming they cannot return to their country for fear of their life, yet they are freely holidaying there, that calls into question the entire basis of their claim, he stated in Parliament. Immigration watchdogs and opposition parties demanded tighter scrutiny of asylum applications and post-grant monitoring. The Conservative government, under pressure to reduce small boat crossings, which peaked at over 45,000 arrivals in 2022, has since proposed legislation to make it easier to revoke asylum status when recipients return to their home countries without prior authorization. However, refugee advocates caution against overgeneralization. They note that some asylum seekers maintain family ties and may return briefly under complex circumstances, especially if conditions in their home country have temporarily improved or if relatives are in crisis. The Refugee Council emphasized that each case must be evaluated individually and warned that politicizing isolated incidents risks stigmatizing genuine refugees. Nonetheless, public trust in the asylum system has eroded. Polls show growing skepticism about the legitimacy of claims, particularly among those who arrive via illegal